but it only lasted 1 year, though.
But this was the
Teddy, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
This was the white Christian Jesus, right? Not the dark-skinned Jewish Jesus, right?
Jesus Christ. What are you talking about? The dark-skinned Jesus? Wouldn't it be hilarious? You know what? That would be the greatest thing in the history of the world if they actually proved Jesus was real and he turned out to be a black guy.
Well, that's what they said. They actually said that he might be
very dark-skinned.
Yeah. Like, the Egyptians were very dark-skinned. They weren't.
Blasphemy.
Yeah. It wasn't like the movie Charlton Heston, the fucking Ten Commandments. They're not like, 5'10" white guys. Like Cleopatra was like a
with machine guns?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. Okay. So one of their YouTube episodes had an advertisement, and this is no bullshit. When I saw this, I couldn't believe it, for a really nice knife that could save your life if you were in a knife fight. This is what it was. So he takes out a steak knife and he says, "You don't want to have a steak knife." And if you're in a knife fight, and he throws it and it sticks in it's a little wood thing. And it goes bring, right? And he goes, "You want one of these knives if you're in a knife fight." And I'm just thinking, what the fuck? Where are you? What the fuck are you doing? You're in a knife fight.
All I can think of is, that's not a knife.
Yeah.
This is a knife.
Or how about don't bring a gun to a knife fight, or don't bring a knife to a gunfight?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we can't tell that joke. Teddy, have you ever been anywhere in a knife fight or close to a knife fight?
I have not, but I have read tips on how to do a knife fight.
Tips for knife fight.
You want a knife fight?
It's Ted's tips for knife fights.
Yeah, you want a knife fight tip, guys? Here's a knife fight tip. Okay, so it's not like the movies. You don't take the knife out and the guy's 20 feet away and he sees the knife because he sees you coming. He's going to do whatever he can to make sure you don't.
Wait, why am I coming?
You hide it in your butt.
Yeah. So here, what's the name of what's the name of this ludicrous podcast that you're talking about? What's the name of them?
The Warrior Poet Podcast.
Okay.
And I believe they have the poet part to make themselves sound intelligent.
Yeah.
But really, they are just crazy into guns and God.
So here's a real knife fight tip for normal people. Okay, if you ever take out a knife, and I hope you don't, but if you ever did, take out the knife at the very last second, because a knife is what's called a feel weapon. It's not a see weapon. You're not supposed to see the knife. You're just supposed to feel it.
Wow.
I actually have a knife tip also.
Oh, you have a tip of a knife?
I have a tip.
In your butt.
So most people, when, in movies, right, they hold the knife over their head.
Yeah,
right.
And the blade is vertical to the ground. You want to turn the knife horizontal, same way as the ground, because the human organs are laid out
Exactly.
such that if it's wider, you're more likely to hit an organ than if it were vertical. That's the only thing I know about knives.
Oh, I also have a knife fighting tip.
You got a knife fight tip?
For people who don't knife fight, we sure know a lot about knives.
Knives are really sharp, and you don't want to stick yourself with a knife because it'll hurt.
Run with them.
Japanese knives are the best, though. I mean, I would get a Japanese knife because those things are cool.
What?
They got the carbon blade steel. You ever see those Japanese knives commercials where they cut through like
You talking about a Ginsu? Ted, that's for cutting tomatoes. That's literally what the guy said don't have. He said don't have a steak knife.
Yeah.
No, have a steak knife.
Okay, all right. I don't want to get away from Mr. Crawford, okay? So let's do this. He was involved in a terrible car crash when he was 18 that left him partially paralyzed. That's the only sad part of this story.
So do you know if his weenie works?
You're gonna laugh
that's where
at
we're
this.
going, I guess, huh?
You're gonna laugh at this. I had to look. I couldn't find the answer to it.
He's got a bad Google search history right now.
Yeah, if you got on my phone, it would be me trying to tell if guys' dicks work. Yes, I did. I looked. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to look it up because later in the story it gets important. Okay, so I'm gonna have to assume, based on his behavior, that his penis works. But he can stand up, so he's only partially paralyzed. He can stand up, but he needs a walker, okay? All right. So this is another weird thing. So he was in his car accident. His buddy was driving. He said, after the accident, which was really bad, that his buddy left him to die, right? He just took off out of the car and left him to die, right? So his friend is just like, what the fuck? I literally got out of the car, went around to the other side, and pulled this asshole out of the car.
As soon as you said those words in my mind, I'm like, this guy's fucking lying because he lies about everything apparently, right?
We're going to find out that most of his life is an untruth. Yeah. Now, Teddy, if you got saved by someone, wouldn't you want to give them credit?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be extolling their virtues every day. Like, hey, thank you so much. I'd probably make them the godfather of my kids.
Come to all my orgies.
Or maybe your kids.
if your dick worked. I mean, well, you could always, you know what? You could always go. Didn't we talk about one of the shows that they went to Guyana or something to buy some kids?
Or like Madonna, if I just adopted from all around the world, like Angelina Jolie.
I don't think it's all around the world. I think it's a specific set of African nations, right?
No, she was all over the place.
Oh.
She was like
how many kids does she have?
Philippines, Malawi.
13
I mean, yeah, she's got like she went all over the place. Yeah, she's got kids from everywhere. So
wait a minute, Madonna has 13 kids.
No, I'm talking about I think Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie has 13 kids.
She has like a Cambodian kid. She's got like a African kid. She's got like a kid from the.
Do we actually believe she takes care of any of these kids?
Of course, they're all nannies doing this. Of course, yeah, they're taking care of any of them. So.
What is this like? Is this like a I've got more kids? I've bought more kids than you thing?
Yeah.
Oh man, that is fucking disturbing.
It's called keeping score.
Oh wow, that is really disturbing. I mean, she just goes around the world buying kids.
I want to buy your children.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I love both my kids.
It's only 6.
Oh, No, fuck it then. Okay, I was going to say, I've got 2 kids. They're in their 20s. She can have both of them. I mean, if she wants to buy them. I mean, I don't know if they'll stick around, but who knows? Okay, so he gets in this terrible car accident. Whatever happens with his buddy, his buddy was like, what the fuck? But okay. Now Crawford goes to Patrick Henry College in Virginia.
A Christian college.
Oh, no. A super Christian college. In fact, they're known as God's Harvard. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Sounds like Pat Roberts University.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Now, if God made everything, isn't Harvard God's Harvard?
Definitely.
Okay. I mean, Teddy, you did not go to college, correct?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. Would you like to go to a super Christian college nicknamed God's Harvard?
I would go to any college right now just for that. Actually, I would love to go to a super conservative religious college just for the experience, just to see what they had to tell me. Not that I would believe any of it, but just for the entertainment value to see what they would tell me.
You would get a lot of anal sex because they have to stay virgins. The girls have to be virgins.
So Ted's not a girl. No. Oh, I see. He's pretty close to a girl, so you would just get butt stuff.
Here's what I would say to the professor. I said, sir, do you know that you're batshit crazy?
Okay. Well, here, Patrick Henry's motto, the college motto, is they glorify God and challenge the status quo. Ted, any idea what that means?
They glory hole the status quo. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I don't know what you mean.
Teddy, I don't know. They said they glorify God and challenge the status quo. The status quo of God?
Which God?
Caitlyn Jenner?
The God of Allah, the God of Judaism, the God of Alpha Centauri. Which God are we talking about?
I think their God is the one the white people follow.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe it. I'm pretty sure there's nothing to do with Allah or anybody else.
Oh, it's the real God, is what you're saying.
Oh, well, Ted, for everyone, there is only one real God, that thing that you believe.
I'm going to pray to Allah that if he has any kids, that they are gay.
What about the porcelain God?
Man, we're going to be Salman Rushdie now. What the hell?
What about the porcelain God? You prayed to that God a few times.
Not anymore. I haven't puked in 20 years, probably.
Really?
No.
Oh, man, I wish I could say that. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, Patrick Henry College. This place sounds like a blast. You ready? There's about 260 kids.
Do they have a dress code?
I guess you got to be dressed. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but they're having fun, but not too much fun because, are you ready? At Patrick Henry College, there is no drinking, no smoking, no gambling, and they have the footloose clause. And I'm not fucking with you. No dancing on campus.
Oh, my God. What a blast. That place would be awesome.
Teddy, would you like to go to that place?
Sounds like a lot of repression.
The only thing left is butt stuff.
Yeah.
So, Teddy, you'd be the king of the ball.
Sounds like a lot of literally. Or king of the balls. Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me that when he crashed at 18, his friend, that they weren't drunk?
Oh, you know what? That I cannot. I did the research I had none of that, right? I don't know how that worked. Okay, so here we are. We're on a campus where there is zero fun of any kind. I'm stealing Teddy's line. He loves saying that. Okay, 260 kids. That's it. 260 kids between the ages of 18 and 22.
Men and women.
Men and women.
Oh, okay.
Men and women. And somebody actually believes these people are following these ridiculous rules, right? Could you imagine? Could you imagine someone turning in their friend, right? Jenny, I had to tell on you. I saw you dancing. Yeah, you were swaying your hips, and it made me feel that way. And I know God doesn't want me to be that way, so
it's your fault.
Yeah, that'd be cool if this was like the 15th century. You remember Elvis back in the 50s? He was like doing the whole hip thing on the head on the Lawrence Welk show or whatever, and everybody lost their mind.
Oh, yeah, dude, I watch that still, and it gets me hard as a rock. All right, so here we go. Now, it's funny because when they talk about all that stuff, I literally did all of those things they can't do on the first day of college. I was free. I was out, and I did every one of those things, okay? Now, it's the kind of place where everybody knows everybody, right? It's only 260 people.
It's like Cheers.
Right.
Everybody knows your name.
Right, and I bet they do not have an LGBTQIA 2+ KG society on campus.
What's the KG?
Kevin Garnett from the Celtics.
That's
just kidding.
That's just where you're kind of gay.
Kinda gay.
I mean, you're not actually gay, but you want to get laid, and that's all that's around.
Everyone's kind of gay in college, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, college right now, whatever,
Yeah,
whatever. Tomorrow,
just happy, that's
whatever,
all.
dude. You just, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to justify this. I'm just saying you're not actually gay. You're just, kind of
KG.
gay. Yeah, you're just kind of gay.
Well, it just in spirit of full disclosure, when I was seriously, this is true. Before I went to
Here it comes,
first grade, I went to a preschool, and the name of the preschool. Why are you laughing? It was called Gay Time. I'm not lying. It was called Gay Time.
No, gay.
And I turned out just fine.
No, you didn't.
As 4 or 5 years old.
Listen, I used the word gay.
Gay time.
I'm very old, so I used the word gay when I was young also.
I got no problem with gay time.
Used a lot of times.
No problem with gay time.
This hurts so bad I can't talk.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's gay time for you
And they made you-
and bend over Ted.
And they made you take a nap every freaking day.
I would like you to
I
go to the.
bet they did with no pants on.
Now I'd like everyone to get up and go over to the treasure chest and pull out a toy.
No, I'm not saying there was ketamine or GHB involved, but they did make you take a nap.
Oh, you got the gayest toy again, didn't you, Teddy?
Teddy, we nap on our stomachs.
What's this purple
Helmet?
eggplant with knobs at the end of it? Monsignor?
Teddy, if you went to Teddy, if you
I'm gonna fucking die right now.
Teddy, if you went to daycare, if you went to gay daycare,
It wasn't gay.
and you
It was
woke
just the
up
name.
and you woke up from nap time and your butt was hurting, would you tell anyone?
I would internalize it big time.
I can't do it. I have 10 things I want to say and I can't.
I would go to my dark place, Johnny.
Teddy, I believe I asked you this before, but if you went camping and a guy had butt sex with you, would you tell anybody?
No, because I'm a professional. Of course I wouldn't.
Teddy, we're going camping next weekend.
It's nap time, Teddy.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. So he went to... I can't do it. Okay. So Mr. Crawford, went to this very small college in Virginia. And when the people there found out that the students found out that he was running for Congress, 160 of them signed a letter saying that he was a piece of shit sexual predator and a liar and shouldn't be in Congress.
That's like 65% of the student body.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes. Wow. Now, here's my problem with this. I'm pretty sure that all those things, being a sexual predator and a liar, actually doesn't exclude you from being in Congress.
No, those are qualifications.
And obviously he's in Congress, so somebody obviously...
Right, yeah, I feel like if those things excluded you, the actual Congress would be an empty room.
Yeah.
Right?
Or you can be a Supreme Court justice, too, like Thomas.
There you go. Now Crawford said that all of this was crap, right? And that he would get his own letter and have people sign it, right, saying that he was an awesome guy and he hardly ever grabbed women's asses or called them sluts. And he did. He got his letter, okay? So he got 6 people to sign it.
Oh, that's good.
That's okay. Half of them work for him.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Fatty Arbuckle, Will Smith, and Roman Polanski.
Don't forget Carmine Caridi.
Carmine
that
Caridi.
son of a bitch in his VCR tapes.
Carmine Caridi.
Okay. All right. So one last thing.